Hi folks, and welcome back to Old School Studios. So I'm back here at Brunswick. First thing I did was figure out my register. A 10 by 4 fits in there. I'm gonna make the fill in the blanks. This is getting a new floor over top of all this, so as long as my subfloor is nice and tight, I'm good. I went and hung the 30-inch cabinet here. I figured out my edge mark. My sink base is where it needs to be. I got the PVC fitting. It's liquid Teflon. I don't know if you can see that. Pipe joint compound. It's cranked in there, and so I could glue when I'm ready to put the sink in to get my P-trap where I want. I got a couple different elbows, and I got the compression fitting to glue on the end where my P-trap will accept it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull this oven out of the way, and I'm going to cut the sheet of plywood because I need a blank here. So when you look in, this is a solid piece of plywood. So I need some bridging and some support so the countertop has a place to sit on right here. So I'm going to pull this oven out of the way. I got myself a piece of 3/4 inch plywood with one side is smooth, and we do have a gallon of paint somewhere that matches these cabinets perfectly. So I'll go locate that. I don't know if it's on site, but that's the plan. I will pull the sink base out one more time and make my adjustments there and screw and glue all these boards to make the floor level, and then that'll go in for its final time. So I'll be back at you in a flash. Okay, so I pulled the oven out. I have my marks. I got bridging in here where I want it. The next thing I'm going to do is pull this cabinet back out. I got one screw in it, and I'm going to fix the floor, those marks, this mark, and fill in this blank. Put this cabinet back in. Then I could put that side panel on. I could install the 24-inch on this corner. Well, actually, I'm going to put the 24 up high first. Put this one, attach these two together to the wall, and I'm ready for countertops. So, without further ado, I'll be right back. So I got the register in, that's in, this cabinet's secured, this bridging is in. I'm working on a frame so I could screw the 3/4 inch plywood to here. I got one more piece to put right here. And then I'll put this upper cabinet. I'm missing glue on. I need to pick up a piece to fill in this blank, or I might have enough little scrap pieces to fill that in. This will be completely covered, that gap right there with this cabinet, but the front lip and the side, and then it'll be screwed into that cabinet. It'll be tight. Alright, so couple more pieces of wood. I'll cut the 3/4 inch plywood, shoot that in place, and we'll be back in a flash. Alright, so here's where I'm at. The plywood's in, my paint's on its way, supposedly. The Luan spacers or floor levelers are in. So now I'm going to put up the 2-foot or the 24-inch 2-foot cabinet here on my lines. That actually, this line is no longer the edge, but I have it calculated. Those are the studs, and I'm going to put the lower in and screw the lower to this one, then the wall. They'll all be tied together. The register is all in and ready for some kind of plank flooring in here. And yeah, So cut a little piece of wood to fill this gap right there where the old 220 line came up. That's kind of a harsh hole. So I'll cap that a little bit. But yeah, folks, we're getting there in the kitchen. My countertops should be here tonight, so I'll put counters in tomorrow. I got an 8-footer coming for here that needs cut down. I have a 4-footer coming for here that needs to be cut down. It's the pre-made countertops from Lowe's, so I'm gonna bring my router bits, and an iron, and you iron them on. And then, or my little heat gun, my paint remover stripper heat gun thing. And you roll them on there. I gotta remember my roller. And then you router them out. So I need an end glued on this side of the kitchen counter. This side glued onto the kitchen counter. And then you're gonna see this little section, this side of the kitchen counter. So that's got to be addressed. And all right, I'll be back at you when these are up. Okay, so here's where I'm at. I got this cabinet in, screwed in. This upper cabinet, I don't know why this drawer looks crooked, but I gotta fix that. Whole drawer looks crooked. Alright, we'll figure that out. But that's in. I had another problem. Let's see if I can show you. The soffit is touching back there, which left me this awful gap. And I kind of just want, I mean, I could take it out and do something with it, but there's corner bead there. I don't want to start tearing into the, I guess I could trim the cabinet a little bit, but I didn't let that stop me from forward progress for right now. Alright, so I'm going to push this oven in, and like I said, my paint's still on its way. I'm going to get some of this mess cleaned up and put some of the shelves up in these cabinets. I put these in and these in. One down in here. I got something to put in this cabinet over here. So I'll be back at you in a flash. So what I think I might do with this is I'm going to go up here and I'm going to make a mark where it's bumping. And if I trim that meat out of there, I could push this all the way up. So I'm going to prepare, I'm going to take this door back off, and I'm going to take the shelves out of here, and I am going to restructure this thing because it's driving me nuts. Alright, I'll be back, and I'm all, this camera sucks. Time for a new camera, folks. Okay, so after taking the cabinet down, here's what I found. The soffit ends right here, and if I cut out this little pie shape, that's the pie shape that this thing is coming down on an angle. It's coming down. So I will be able to push, and this front edge should touch tight, and it would be more similar to that. So I'm going to cut this out and then stick it back up, and if it doesn't fucking work... So off the back lip of the cabinet, I cut this pie shape off. And it let the cabinet go up further where it needed to be, so at least it's touching here, and it looks closer to that. Although for some reason my cabinet looks crooked now. I put it right on the same exact... Let me check this. Alright, I took that thing down 3 more times and I got it right now. She's level, level, level. As good as I can get by myself. I took the door off, took the shelves out so it was lighter, and alright. So now, my paint's still not here. I'm gonna set my miter box up and put some of the base molding, because this room will get shoe molding after the fact, so I could put my base molding in, and I'll go grab my miter box out of the car and get that set up like right here, and we'll be back in a minute. So I came through here and I brought some trim around. I did not nail the piece next to the stove yet because I'm going to paint that board gray, and now I'm going to work on around the corner, and I don't know what I'm going to do with this right here. Maybe take the shoe mold and do the reverse of what I did before. But yeah, a couple more pieces of trim molding. I got one long piece left. Enough for that side at least, and that other side might have to be out of a different batch. With my luck, they don't match up, so we'll find out if the old and the new, I guess that's pretty close. I pulled a couple pieces from the storage unit. I thought I was just gonna have individual cabinets here, but alright, we'll be back in a flash. It's after 5, folks. Thank you for watching Old School Studios. Please hit like and subscribe. We'll be back with part 3. Actually, this is part 4 because I did the episode where I tore out the thing. So the one that was uploaded last night that should be uploaded was part 2, and I made a mistake on that. This is actually going to be part 3. Look for it probably tomorrow or the next day. Take care, folks.